In the humid coastal plains of Unity Village, Guyana, a young Shivnarine Chanderpaul was born on the 16th of August, 1974, to Indo-Guyanese parents, Khemraj and Uma Chanderpaul. His father, a fisherman by trade, was more than just a provider. He became Shiv's first coach, mentor, and fiercest supporter. Please subscribe as we dive into his evolution. From the time he was 8, Shiv was already wielding a bat, facing his father, uncles, even cousins, with soft coconut balls when proper cricket gear was scarce. Despite the modest surroundings, the spark in Shiv's eyes was anything but ordinary. As his innings in the family yard lengthened, his father dreamed bigger, and so did Shiv. When Shiv joined Everest Club in Georgetown, there wasn't room for him. Not discouraged, he found his way into the Demerara Cricket Club and by 10 was playing under-16 cricket. His childhood was not glamorous, but it was foundational. It was built on hours of practice, familial encouragement, and that unquenchable hunger to bat. At 17, he made his first-class debut for Guyana in the 1991-92 Red Stripe Cup, facing the Leeward Islands. The young left-hander from Unity had arrived rising through the ranks, domestic and international career. The early days and struggles. Chanderpaul's international debut came in March 1994 at just 19 years old, when he stepped onto the field for the West Indies against England in Georgetown. His start, however, was not an overnight fairy tale. For 3 long years, he couldn't convert his starts into a maiden international century, a fact that invited criticism. To make matters worse, injuries plagued his early career. He was even labeled a hypochondriac until 2000, when doctors removed a floating fragment of bone from his foot. That operation proved to be a turning point. Freed from pain, he found his rhythm, his resolve, and his form. Style, technique, and the crab stance won. Look at Shiv's batting stance, and you'd know he was different. He didn't stand side-on like most batsmen. Instead, he stood almost full-face to the bowler, earning him the nickname, the Crab. This was not an accident. From his earliest days facing hostile fast bowlers in the village yard, he learned to use both eyes to anticipate and to anchor himself. Over time. His stance evolved, feet rotating, angling, until they pointed almost directly down the wicket. Opponents often underestimated him, but Shane Warne described him as a bloke you needed to crowbar away from the crease. He was not just solid, he was limpet-like. At first, Shiv was more adventurous, playing with flair. But as West Indies batting around him weakened, he matured into a rock, the team's anchor, leadership, and milestones. In late 2004, during a turbulent time in West Indies cricket, contract disputes and player unrest, Chanderpaul was named captain. What made that even more remarkable? On his captaincy debut in Test cricket, he scored 203 not out, declaring to close the innings. It was a bold move, but one that showcased his courage and tactical mind over his career. Shiv captained in 14 Tests and 16 ODIs for the West Indies, peaks and honours. His consistency was remarkable. He amassed over 11,000 Test runs and roughly 20,000 runs in international cricket combined. In 2008, he was honoured by the Wisden Cricketers' Almanac as one of their 5 Cricketers of the Year. That same year, he won the Sir Garfield Sobers Trophy, ICC Cricketer of the Year. His ability to grind, to wait, and to bat for long periods made him a nightmare for bowlers. He batted with purpose, with an unshakable calm. Later years and retirement. Chanderpaul was eventually dropped from the national squad in 2015 after a long and storied career. In 2016, at the age of 41, he quietly announced his retirement from international cricket without a grand farewell. But he wasn't done with the game. In January 2017, he signed a Kolpak deal with Lancashire, and even after that, still committed to playing first-class cricket for Guyana off the field. Personality, coaching, and legacy. Shiv's persona off the field is as compelling as his batting. He has remained humble, deeply committed to family, and intensely private. After hanging up his international boots, he transitioned into coaching, including a role with USA Cricket, both senior women's and U19 teams. In 2022, he was inducted into the ICC Hall of Fame, an honor befitting one of cricket's most resilient and enduring figures. His legacy isn't just in his runs, but in his grit, his technique, and the way he carried his team through lean years, family, wife, and personal life. Shivnarine Chanderpaul's off-field life has been grounded in love and family. He is married to Amy Chanderpaul together. They have 2 children, Shivnarine Chanderpaul, their son, who has followed in his father's footsteps and plays cricket professionally, Tiara, their daughter. Shiv is known to be deeply private about his personal life. Amy stays largely out of the spotlight, but the bond between them is widely regarded as a foundation for his strength and longevity. Net worth. Estimating Shivnarine Chanderpaul's net worth is tricky. Sources differ. According to Celebrity Net Worth, his net worth is around $40 million. Mabumbe.com also estimates it at $40 million, attributing earnings to his international career, endorsements, and post-retirement coaching and investments. However, not all sources agree. Some, like World Reports, estimate a lower net worth of $10 million. And others, Celebs Money, put him between $100,000 and $1 million, though that seems very conservative given his career. Regardless of the exact figure, there's consensus that he earned substantial income through his playing career. Test, ODI, domestic leagues, endorsements, he had deals with big brands, post-retirement roles, coaching and mentoring. Investments. Reports suggest involvement in academies or real estate. The essence of Shiv. Why he is more than just a cricketer. Shivnarine Chanderpaul's story is not just about runs and averages. It's about resilience, about a young boy from a humble fishing village forging a path to global recognition. It's about an unorthodox technique that became his superpower. It's about leadership under pressure and about batting not for flash, but for substance. Please subscribe for more.